Hello guys and welcome back to Final Fantasy 2 to Level 1 challenge. Today is going to be the conclusion. Looking forward to that. Let's just get started right away. Last time, I had to cut off at an inopportune time. I would have liked to. Actually, I was planning to finish it yesterday. The last time. But I guess boss fights are taking much longer than I thought. Which makes sense. Which does make sense. After all, my initial plan was to, go all out with throwing books, using all items at my disposal, and stuff like that. Not just. The level 1 challenge does encompass that, but obviously I found that this challenge run is a lot more easier than I initially thought. And especially power of Blink, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, look at what we have here. I've been looking forward to this encounter for a while, and I got the worst possible formation here. This is a very peculiar monster in a box. It's one of the few monster in a box which are basically just picked up from random encounters. In fact, all monster in a box in this game, pretty much 90% of them are just picked up random encounters from later on in the game, or sometimes ridiculously the same dungeon itself. But the peculiar thing about this is that this is an encounter where only the Lamia Queen is guaranteed. So just think about that for a moment. I don't think we have seen corals up until now, but they are just absolutely nasty. Wait, what? Blink 2. Nope. Gotta reset. I think I forgot to plan for this. Maybe I forgot to set up. Okay, my bad. Chrono needs, what else does he need? He needs Blizzard and Life only. What about Luca? Luca needs Blizzard, Life. Okay, Blizzard and Life, okay. Wonder where I used Blizzard. I don't really remember what happened last time. And Frog also needs... Okay, he needs Blizzard, Blink and Life. Alright. Let's just get this over with. Blizzard on everyone. Life on everyone. Where is Life? And Blink for Frog only. Okay, so now that this is set up, and I think, let me just take a look at everybody's skill levels. Level 1, except for shields, of course, which are allowed. And of course, Richard doesn't really matter. He joins the party with level 8 in swords and level 8 in lances. So that doesn't really matter. For the 4th party member, the rule states that all he's allowed to do is just physically attack. We're not even allowed to teach him any spells or anything like that. This is a further restriction, so that essentially we obey the level 1 restrictions with our primary 3 party members only. Okay, kind of disappointed. Hopefully I get the same encounter, same formation. Now look at this. This is exactly what I was alluding to. Plus we got a preemptive, but that's not a surprise. Pretty much any fight, including up to and including the final boss fight, it can be a preemptive or an ambush. So I'm gonna keep rerolling until I get at least 4 corals, because honestly, the corals are the more dangerous of the two in that encounter. And the fact that the corals instead of the Lamia Queen are optional makes this very much RNG dependent. Alright, so this time we got 4 corals, and but we got a preemptive. It doesn't really matter. So corals have what? Death touch, which is what makes them so nasty. But since it's only a physical attack, we know how to deal with physical attacks. But this fight in a casual playthrough can either be horrible or it can be relatively simple because at this stage in the game, Lamia Queen is not a major challenge. What should I use? Should I use Blizzard or should I use... let's just use Blizzard, why not? So as we have discussed previously, as we have also discovered previously, one half of what the enemies can do is physical attacks and the other half is magic. No matter what that magic Tori, yo, welcome! Don't you have your stream today? No stream today? Or are you at work right now? I'm just totally confused. I think it's been quite a while since I've seen you at this time. What's up, Thorio? How's it going? I'll be streaming today. Later on? How's the Pokemon playthrough going? Had the day off. Nice, you're at home right now. Got stuff to do before stream. I mean, when don't you have stuff to do? Seriously. I mean, I constantly marvel at the fact that you get time to stream every day. You make time to stream every damn day, almost every day. Busy lad, yeah. I mean, for me, the nature of my job, sometimes just I randomly get days off, so that helps me relax. But during the weeks when it is really hectic, I just struggle. I absolutely struggle to get any time to play games. It's really sad that the only time I get to play games is during my stream time. Yo, Puzzled, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? What are you up to these days? But yeah, I was just talking about having a schedule, and thankfully, trying to stick to a schedule, even if I have to stream at really late hours for me, is at least it gives me a minimum number of display games during work. That is a very good idea. But like I said, I absolutely don't mind doing that. That is only if my workload allows it. Some weeks I'm just so busy that I have to do work stuff even outside of work hours. Looking for more jobs. That was a long time ago, but I'm guessing that one didn't work out. Oh my god, I've even forgotten the name. But fortunately, what? Oh, he's confused. I was like, what the hell is Frog doing? But it doesn't really matter, as we can see in this fight. We've already encountered the Lamia Queen before. all she can do is physical attacks, which you don't care about, and confusion. She can also use blink on herself, but since we are using magic, we don't really care about blink. Push it right on the corner. That could be something. Good luck with that. You looking for a part-time job, or is it going to be full-time? The corals, on the other hand, all they do, as you can see, they just love spamming their blaster attack, which is, I mean, it looks like it would be the element related to paralysis, which is body element. What is this fight? Apparently, this is a boss fight, but you remember, I'm taking what I can get. Okay, makes sense. Full-time could work. Nice. I'm guessing for a grocery store, full-time would generally mean going in the morning and then out in the evening. But how will you fit your school around it? Does it allow you different timings, like shifts at work? Yeah, the corals here, they just love spamming their blaster attack, and I actually think that they're one of the smartest enemies in this game, because it doesn't look like it here, but paralysis effectively reduces, I mean, basically just takes away your evasion completely. And what that means is that once the corals start getting to hit you, their hits can basically inflict instant death. So just consider that. Consider that combination of their blaster attack plus instant death hits. Of course, since we've got blink, we are completely avoiding. So despite paralysis, somehow we are managing to avoid their physical attacks, which is a shame if you ask me. But then again, I've been constantly complaining about how easy this is, simply because blink is just so OP. No school, nice. No school till when? So this is currently vacation periods. The nastiest thing about this blaster attack, which is blaster 10 by the way, blaster 10 at 80% accuracy. So it's a ridiculously accurate attack, plus it's high leveled, and the nastiest thing about it is it's non-elemental. So what does non-elemental imply for us? What is the consequence? What that means is that you cannot take a shortcut for the foreseeable future. For the foreseeable future. What does that imply? Were you kicked out of school? But it's good. Hope you manage to find a job, which might eventually fund that PC that we've all been hoping you'll get one day, so that later on we can both indulge ourselves in the Final Fantasy 3 4-job fiesta. Which version of FF3 do you rate? iOS. I already know the answer to that question. Really wanted to university. Might consider apprenticeship one day. So I don't really get this university thing. I mean, I've tried asking a lot of people questions about how your education system works, but what do you get after school? Do you get like a basic degree? Is that like an undergraduate degree after school? At the very least, all of these attacks are giving me a lot of magic defense. But you can see how much time boss fights are taking now. So no wonder I was not able to finish this challenge run last time. Let's see where you go for bachelor's, master's, and doctorate. Then what is school then? And what do you plan to achieve without a bachelor's or a master's or a doctorate? Everyone has to go to school until they're 16. But if university is what gives you a bachelor's, master's, and doctorate, what exactly does school give you? And the pollen has finally stopped, so you can stop cleaning your car. Oh man, it's a completely. Did you have to clean it every day, or did you just wait until it was completely yellow? So clean it like once a week or maybe once in 3 days. School gives you things to get into university and jobs. What jobs can you get after just doing schools? A-levels and GCSEs. So train for the next couple or which done after that? Sorry, taking advantage of RNG, eh? Good, GG. That's how you do it. A glass of water and dump in the windshield so I can see. Everybody must have remarked about what a good paint job you've done on it. Very spotty. That's the newest fashion. Passed in GCSE English and Maths for most jobs. I see. So actually, they'll give you jobs even after just passing school, eh? Okay, that is generally not the case here. Nobody really says, yeah, I suppose. Everybody has that problem. Okay, that is quite interesting. So I'm guessing a bachelor's or a master's will just land you more technical specific jobs. And what other jobs are? Do you need a degree for like accountancy or to be a teacher? Do you need a degree for that? 100% not worth it to wash the car. I mean, what if the pollen goes inside some of the sensitive areas of the car? You don't need a degree for accountancy. I see. So a GCSE is enough. Okay, that's nice. Because the basic school certification here doesn't give you shit. So you have to be a specific subject teacher. Junior teaching course for like primary school teaching. You don't need a degree for that, eh? You need A-levels to be an accountant. A-level maths. Interesting. I mean, at least school is relevant. At least school is relevant. So it makes sense if you consider university to be completely optional, especially with considering how much it costs. Even a basic degree must cost a lot. Forget engineering or anything of that sort. I think I think that bloody bastard must have cast enough blaster 10s to almost run out of MP. Maybe I should have done that. I mean, making monsters run out of MP is a completely valid strat here after all. Think I'm learning Finnish and moving to Finland. I wonder why. I wonder why. As well be the same medicine. Like, indeed. You see, Thorio, at level 1, you can't really force things. You can't get into a DPS race. And things are just gonna get worse. Actually, no. I kind of re-rolled in order to get the worst possible encounter formation here. Each of the girl went to. I can't believe that your long distance relationship still exists. Must be a record. You need to pass on tips to everyone else how to maintain a long distance relationship. I guess tip number 1 would be absolutely have no expectations. Why can't you believe it? Well, it's just not statistically probable, that's all. Oh man, imagine this fight in the NES version. Apparently it's a bug, but once you're inflicted with a temporary status ailment, you are apparently supposed to have an 80% chance per turn of recovering from that status ailment, but in the NES version it's reversed. So it's only a 20% chance of recovering from it. So imagine if we are getting paralyzed every freaking turn and we only have a 20% chance of recovering. Finally that guy's dead. No more blasters, thank God. You're not statistically probable. I wish I could disagree. You know how to give and have space and it's a lot of trust. I guess. Trust is not something I'm inherently familiar with. Challenging but rewarding. Ooh. Do share your experience. Maybe I'm just influenced by TV. But based on what I know, it's worse than a chance of marriage succeeding, which is 50% at best. For you guys, I mean. Here, that trend is just picking up. I think over here, divorce rates are slowly going up. I think it's currently like less than 30%. And my friends have been very happy ones. Nice. That is actually very heartening to hear. Each of these enemies had like what? 1000 HP. So roll of 5 enemies, we had to get through 5000 HP. I guess intelligence, a high intelligence value would have made a lot of difference in this fight, but we didn't really need any clever strats. Simply because the enemies in this battle did not have any damage spells whatsoever. Similar mindset with regards to all that stuff. Oh, do girls like that even exist these days? I mean, I'm just constantly being surprised here. But I guess that's nice. How often do you guys talk? Okay, 16 years old. Is it against Christianity to fuck before you are 18? Maintain your chastity? Is that a thing? Another ribbon! Holy shit, I'm getting really lucky in this challenge. Damn it! Why don't they give me a ribbon in a speed run or something? Okay, fuck before you're married. Oh, okay, yeah, that does make sense. I'm gonna give that frog. I need gold hairpin on Chrono. Alright, let's figure out our damages. Obviously Blizzard and Blink leveled up. Virginity is valued. Also, you're not allowed to use contraception. I know that because that is a point of huge controversy. Blizzard and nothing else leveled up. Nice. That works. Do we need what all do we need? I think we need Blink. Blizzard and Blink for Chrono. Blizzard and Blink. Yep, Blizzard and Blink. The Catholics are against contraceptions. Okay. So Christianity in general frowns upon sex before marriage, but only Catholic is against contraception. Protestants are pro-condom. I see. Well, very important difference between the two. Today I learned. And Blink for Chrono and Luca, I believe. I think Frog already has it. Yeah, okay. So I didn't need any special strats. Let's continue on. Random encounters, obviously, which is gonna run from. If I could. General's unrunnable. One of the few unrunnable encounters in this area. So as usual, we could have used teleport to just banish those enemies in the fight, like 90% of the encounters, and we could also have used fog to completely shut them up. Maybe I should have demonstrated that, but I've saved over that file now. I use the books of the rank get spell because my first what do you call it? My first priority would be to just use my own level 1 spells. And if I'm not able to manage with those alone, then rely on throwing books or using items. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying out various strats anyway, just to see, just to show how many options are available. But in general, these guys don't really warrant any special strats. That was a pretty simple boss fight, if you could call that a boss fight. Technically, it's not a boss fight, but then so are 90% of the boss fights in this game. The Arctic Somebody's still stuck in FF3. Wow, that was a nice save. Let's continue forwards. We are currently in the castle of Palamisia, and what we are doing here is we just discovered that after we killed the so-called Emperor, who was a pussy by the way, we need to confront Leon here, who's just suddenly proclaimed himself Emperor of all this world. Another nice save. It's almost as if I know exactly where the encounters are going to be. I only wish that this was not unrunnable. From what I can think of, there are only like four real boss fights in the entire game. Pretty much all the other so-called boss fights, or even monster in a box, are just random encounters from somewhere or the other. I mean, technically you could call the dragons as bosses as well, but they do. Holy shit! Look at this. Wow, so you can get into that encounter as well in the last floor of Palamisia. I think I need to make sure to avoid any encounters in the final floor in the speed run. Oh my goodness, that is a horrible encounter. One general is fine, but a general with 5 captains and 2 wizards? Nope, not happening. Skulls. When skulls are not accompanied by a devil's plume, that's an unrunnable formation. That is, I learned that from Nikki Noel. I thought all skulls were runnable. Seriously? Wow. Can I get a good encounter, please? Okay, thank you. I guess today Final Fantasy 2 is in a good mood. All I need to do is ask. Not for making me suffer a little bit. Let's pick up the treasure chest on the left first, and then we'll go and confront Leon. Oh no, this is unrunnable. Why? I don't understand why there are death flowers in such a late game dungeon in the first place. It's just to troll you. Generally, I mean, my initial plan was indeed to use battle items, spell books, and the like. Only really, I got this formation again. Holy shit! I need to be really careful in this final floor. Oh wait, I did not pick up the treasures, did I? Okay, I am learning something here. The final floor is an absolute bastard. I must admit that although this challenge run has been pretty easy, definitely much easier than what I originally estimated, it has provided me a lot of insights about this game. Not just about how easy it is, even by my estimation. Oh, just you need to pick up those 2 runs. You said you need to grind your ass off, and that's what turned you off. But in one of them, you're pretty much at the end, right? One is after Fire Crystal, okay. What's up with the one just after the Fire Crystal? Why am I removing Richard's equipment? No reason. I expected you'd come, Chrono. Or did you now? Do you really think you can kill me? That's exactly what Magus said too. It's Knight and White Mage, I see. Lots of healing, not enough DPS. Stop! Both of you! Why do you insist on fighting, Magus? Weak words from the weak. Do you know what rules the world? Power. Sheer power. The Imperial throne is mine. The weak cannot survive without the strong to control them. How many lives did the rebels throw away when they chose to oppose the Empire? And this is exclusive music to the scene. Delusions of grandeur do not become you, Magus. Though I find the thought of you and an emperor quite deliciously absurd, it ends now. This world can have but one emperor, and I am he. You're alive? What are you? Not that it matters. The Empire is mine now, and I have no intention of handing it over. Dude, that guy came back from the dead. I'm not sure you should be challenging him. The Empire? Mwahahaha. After X death, I have to put mwahaha for every damn villain. I've no need for such trifles now. All the world shall fall by my hand and the powers I gained in hell. And your blood will be the first to spill. What do we do in this situation? It's not looking good. Call the Wyvern. You can use it to escape. You're the one who has it though. Richard, what are you doing? You may have a little trouble spilling the blood of Richard Highwind, last of the Dragoons. Pathetic insect. I will enjoy making you rue those words. May the spirits of the Dragoons lend me their strength. Richard! You know, in that scene when the dragon just flies from left to right, I imagine that exact scene from The Lord of the Rings where Legolas just takes hold of a horse running at full gallop and hoists himself onto the saddle. How improbable was that? But I guess in the Lord of the Rings, elves can pretty much do whatever the hell they want. And Castle Palamisia is transformed into something more crystalline. What kind of a chemical reaction was that? Nothing is spoiler. I know, right? Ban me. Chrono, what's happened? You're the Dark Knight. You'd best start explaining. The Emperor has risen from oh crap, Chrono doesn't speak. Richard died so we could escape. Joseph, Minwu, Sid, Richard, all dead. I mean, she literally watched them die. Probably had a hand in them too. And had permission to perform that action. Oh, poor Chrono. I don't know how much more I can. I don't know how much more I can take. While the Emperor lives, more will die. It's Lavos. If I could rename the Emperor, Magus, join us, Princess. Let Magus join us, please. The Dark Knight, a rebel. I mean, can we really call it a rebellion anymore? That dude just came back from the dead and decided to lay this entire world to waste. What is a rebellion? What is the empire? What is the kingdom anymore? It's just man versus demon. It's like what is that movie? Constantine? I think it was Constantine, or maybe it was a book. I remember reading a series of books, City of Gold. No, whatever. It was a young adult book anyway, so probably all full of shit. I leave the decision to you. Magus, let's fight the Emperor together, please. Luca, Chrono. Alright. And he joined us. Alright, Magus joined us. Obviously, the dude comes in with a whole bunch of levels. So screw the level 1 challenge, eh? This is why we have our 4th party member not do anything. What should I give him? I should give him a gold shield and an ice shield. Gold hairpin. Black robe, I believe. I think I gave Richard the black robe for plus 10 agility. Not the black robe, black garb. Black garb and thieves gloves. Thieves gloves for further agility boost. So let's take a look at his evasion. Needs to be 99. Yeah, there we go. It's 99. I don't know why it's 99 though. He only has level 3 shields, so that is quite impressive, I must say. Magus must have very good agility. Holy shit, 75. So at base he has 55 agility. That is very good. And in a way, that is the amount of agility you're expected to have at this stage in the game, even on Chrono, Luca, and Frog. Alright, so we have to now. What do we need to do? Let's find out. What does the princess have to say? Once the monsters of hell poured forth into the world, they entered using a path known as Jade Passage. What is this Jade Passage? I've heard there's a place in Mysidia known by that name. Okay, so I guess we need to enter the Jade Passage now. The Emperor sold his soul to the devil. Bella, what do you know about the Jade Passage? There's a narrow strait to the east of Mysidia. That whole area is a Jade Sea. I guess that's where we're supposed to go. Let's just quickly heal up. Not that we took a lot of damage to MP or anything of that sort. But now that we are at proper end game, let's see what difficulties await us. Once again, I'm kind of resigned to be disappointed. Badiak oblivious to the story. Because I've been told that going along with the story while I'm doing these challenge runs kind of helps the viewers. So that's why. At least follow the dialogue. So that was quite interesting. Just the presence of that rare panther. I guess that is considered as a completely different encounter. So as long as we just get sergeants and captains, that encounter is runnable. But if there is a were panther, that encounter is a completely different one, and it is unrunnable. That is good to know. I can see the appeal to skipping them or reading them. There are two different kinds of viewers. I don't think so. You see, based on my experience, you know, say which I believe is more abundant. What are you talking about, puzzled? Final Fantasy 2 and abundance do not go hand in hand. But based on my experience, even the people who like Final Fantasy 2 haven't really played it enough to really know the story as well as I do, as well as I or Shihali do. So I think I can definitely see why it's better to follow along with the story, even though obviously I'm doing a challenge run here. Who cares about the story in a challenge run? Jade Passage here is actually a very lenient area, a very lenient dungeon if you're just looking to run away from everything. I think I'm missing one treasure chest. Seriously? How many dragons are there? There's supposed to be a rare encounter. The dragons in Jade Passage are the only unrunnable encounters in this entire dungeon. Of course, I'm not clubbing this along with the next dungeon, which is Pandemonium. Oh crap! This might be bad. Okay, 60 damage. Not that bad. How did dinner go? Dinner went okay. Oh, you're talking about that dinner. It was okay. I mean, I was hoping for it to be much more, but nope. It just gotta take things slowly. I mean, I tried to go there without any expectations. But I guess all in all it went okay. Am I missing a treasure chest? I think I am, yeah. Completely missed a treasure chest here. Oh god, I'm being ambushed in Jade is going to kill me. Is it official yet? Nope. Nowhere near official. I guess that she's just a friend, at least for now. I keep hoping for it to be more, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But let's just hang on to hope, why not? As long as that hope doesn't cause too much pain, I'm okay with that. Just gotta try and play the long game. Of course, there's always a fear that a Prince Charming, does she know you want more? Probably not. But I'm just scared if that actually happened, what might the end result be? Because even if I'm not going to get anything more than just friendship, it's better than not being friends. That was horrible. Holy shit! I better have a lot of high potions. You're doing the push. Then move on to someone else. Yeah, I agree. Those are very real risks. What is I don't think I can do anything about that though. Like I said, I gotta be safe. I always try to play it as safe as possible, and yeah, primary concern is that if I do tell her how I feel, what the consequences are gonna be. Because it's not as if we can have a clean break, you know. Because if things go south, I mean, I've had a lot of friends who have confessed their feelings, been rejected, and then been hurt for such a long time that I think I missed a couple of Matt. I don't know if he's here yet. I'll wait for him to get here. Why did I open this? God damn it! I think I've listened to that theme enough for today, haven't I, Kappa? What's up, man? Thank you for the host. How's it going? How was FF5? And you have ended it really early. Isn't your bedtime like a couple? Isn't your bedtime like a couple hours away now? If she rejects you if you bring it up, that's what I think is. I mean, theoretically, yes. Bedtime an hour from now. Okay, so you ended stream early. I was gonna die. Understandable. But yeah, I think I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. See, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you my friend's experience. He confessed his feelings to the one he had. Holy shit! What? The behemoth actually got a hit in? Wait a minute. Why is this happening? I think I am screwed. And then what happened as a consequence of that rejection is that he just couldn't handle it, which is the fear here. Okay, I think I'm gonna get wrecked here. God damn it, Matt! I blame you. Your habit of constantly getting wrecked in Bravely Default is rubbing off on me here. Just really try not to pressure them. It's not about pressure puzzle. It's like remix it. It's not about the pressure puzzle. It's about my own psychological reaction. I don't know how it will affect me, which is what I meant by just playing it safe. Learn how to take a rejection. I wish, but this is not the time to practice. This is not the time to practice. I think the stakes are very very high. Now that I think about it, I wish I had done all this crap back in school or college. But right now, I don't want any awkwardness with my social circle. So, like I said, I'm completely happy with just being friends. If RNG if RNG favors me and somehow things do take off, and the only way I see things taking off is she's also interested in me, which is probably not the case. Which is probably not the case. But like I said, if there's a very small chance, there's still a very small chance. I still hold out hope. You can move forward with friendship without having that underlying weirdness. There is no underlying weirdness. I need you to understand that. There is no underlying weirdness, what you seem to think of it. If there was any underlying weirdness, I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure that she would have mentioned it. It's not as if there's any sexual tensions between us or anything of that sort. Bring her to creepy look. Anime style, eh? I can't believe I'm actually going to win this fight now. Nah. I mean, I totally get your point, man, but you need to understand mine. I don't think I'll be able to take a rejection. Why did you use Blink on his... God damn it! So yeah, the only way that this is happening is if she's also interested in me like I'm interested in her. And despite me never saying anything, maybe she approaches me, which is, I know it's a very cowardly way out, but I don't and I don't claim to be brave. I do not claim to be brave. I do not have any brave points. It's insane. It might look insane to you, might be completely acceptable for in their culture. I mean, the number of animes that show love letters, I'm guessing that is actually a thing. Drop hints and see if she picks up. Yeah, see, that's another point. I have no idea about what hints you are talking about, and I also have no idea whether she's been dropping hints. Absolutely no idea. I just assume that everything she does is out of friendship only. See, that is me being safe. Like I said, I never see this happening, but in the off chance it happens, it happens. I'm perfectly alright just being friends. It's not like I'm being a sugar daddy or being taken advantage of or anything of that sort. Yikes. What is that yikes for? How inept I am? Okay, this is ridiculous. I should have lost this fight. Whatever. Hello EB, what's up? I hope you were enjoying, yeah, you must have been enjoying Matt's FF5 rando. Hope he got wrecked just like he got wrecked in Bravely Default. You don't know if she has been dropping it. Yeah, exactly, dude. I mean, that. See, I've seen women do a lot of things, and I genuinely cannot differentiate between when they are, dropping hints that they are interested. Or is it the FF2 must follow now? Seriously, what is this about, AB? Have I found another gem in this Sahara desert who actually likes FF2? Yeah, but like I said, dude, I've seen girls do a lot of things just for friendship, and I've seen a lot of girls do it as if they were because they were dropping hints. So I don't trust them at all. I don't trust them. I've discussed this with a lot of people, a lot of my friends, and we have not reached any conclusions. Some of my friends even have managed to get girlfriends, and they themselves have absolutely no idea. They themselves have absolutely no idea how that happened. So it's not as if they can advise us either. Periodically, I will revisit FF2 on GB8. Nice! And she got blue magic. Seriously, you got blue magic? God damn it! She has a boyfriend. I know she doesn't have a boyfriend. Ergo the hope. Otherwise, why would I care? Dubbing the old FF2J over 20 years ago. You enjoyed playing the NES version. Oh my god, EB, who the hell are you? Well, seriously though, did you play it blind, or did you already know what you were getting into? Because I have never ever met a player who played FF2 blind and actually liked it. And then free game, what are you waiting for? It's like everything that I've been talking about has been falling on deaf ears, puzzled. What the fuck? Yeah, it's free game. I know. Like I said, safe and steady. I also need to make sure that I'm doing it for the right reasons and not just because I'm desperate for sex. Because it's very easy to get lost in in the lust for things, and you don't want to end up with a long-term liability. Oh God, I'm just so calculative, ain't I? But whenever it comes to really important things in my life, I do tend to think of it in a very cold and unemotional way. Might sound as if I'm just objectifying them, but that is not the case at all. I need to make sure that it's the right decision regarding me. I'm selfish that way. This dude alone has 5000 HP, so no wonder it's taking this much time. Really, I thought that I really thought that my party members would have much higher intelligence. But then again, I have not spent any time in grinding. So if you consider the number of boss fights that we have taken, it's about like 10 or 20 at best. So, and since you only get 1 point, you get only 1 point of stat boost every fight. And I really haven't spent any time in grinding at all. No wonder that my guys don't have great stats right now. Because that is obviously outside the purview of a level 1 challenge, since stats are technically not considered levels. So I could have gone full out ham with HP, MP, whatever stat I wanted, especially the attack stat. The attack stat might have helped me out a lot with the blood sword. But the challenge run has been easy enough already, as it is. Even just consider this fight. I have no clue how I managed to survive this because I got two blinks on Magus and he did not survive somehow. How the hell did that happen? I don't understand. I think we established that blink is way too powerful, and even generals that get 10 hits, we can easily evade those generals even with two or three blinks only. Cruising through the seed. I know the last time I was watching you were complaining about not having any magic in the FF5 seed. Suddenly you get blue magic. I guess for you FF5 is like ask and thou shalt be granted, whatever it's called. Ask and thou shalt receive. I guess the only thing worse than blue magic would be chemist. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let me if I Oh my god, Chrono, what is up with your damage here? 34 damage, what kind of damage is that? I mean, yeah, he does not have an elemental weakness to ice, but this is quite ridiculous. If Frog is doing more damage than you, that is, you should just be ashamed of yourself. Although now that I think about it, maybe it's the enemy's magic defense that is playing a part in damage here. Higher intelligence will only get you so far. At its most simplistic levels, the damage calculation here takes your intelligence into account and the enemy's magic defense. So I'm guessing that it's only Luca really that has enough intelligence to overcome the enemy's magic defense. So she's doing some respectable damage. I was hoping for about 80 damage even from a level 1 Fizzle spell. But if nothing else, what this does prove to us that it's that we can easily survive a battle of attrition. And I think this is the reason that I love FF2 so much. Defensive strategies are so much better than offensive strategies. In that way, this edition is just completely different from pretty much every other Final Fantasy. I mean, you can be very, very clever with FF5. But many of the times I feel that some of the fights there are also DPS races. And don't even get me started about FF4. FF4 and FF3 are just DPS races. No idea about FF6 obviously. I've only played 6 different FFs, not even 6. I've only played, what, 5. F4DS was not a DPS race. F4DS, yeah, I think you'll need to guide me through that as well. Because remember me saying how FF4, the PC remake, was very grindy? And no, I didn't say it was grindy, it was just very difficult. because they changed the boss script, didn't they? But then I guess I didn't. I never paid attention to the augment system. Augment system was not present in the originals. You said it will last for a long time. How? How? Please give me some examples. Mute spell doesn't really work on enemies. Even if you mute the enemies, obviously they have a physical attack, and you will never have enough physical attack. Obviously, should absolutely not be grindy. Augments is a bust to gain in a million pieces. That's the one thing that I didn't really focus on too much. I thought that's what augment meant. It was an augment to the game. Turns out that it's a very important piece of the game. I just never paid attention to that. I'm guessing that's like abilities, just like FF5 abilities. So it's in your best interest to actually make tactical use of them. Can you die, please? It's almost as if he's recovering HP every now and then. If this is the amount of time that's going to take for each boss fight, and yeah, some of the upcoming boss fights have what? Over 5000 HP. This is not good news. As the attrition is basically high defense shots. Long crossover is except the fact that it's actually easy. Yeah, I think I need to start saving some time now. Yeah, I think what I'll start doing from the next boss fights is bring myself to a position where there he goes, to a position from which I cannot lose, and then just use all of my battle items in order to speed up the battle, so to speak. And then because he has 200 HP and does far too much damage. Yeah, see, I'm talking about general random encounters. I have to agree that in the FF3 remake, pretty much all boss fights are attrition, except for 2 or 3. Garuda springs to mind. Garuda, Salamander. Yeah, these two are the main examples I'll use for attrition. Not attrition, DPS. All other boss fights were designed to be battles of attrition, because if you didn't have enough healing, there was no way you're gonna win. Do I have potions? I do not have potions. We'll get plenty of high potions. Okay, we got a rune axe from that. We don't really care about that. So yeah, what I'm gonna start doing from this point onwards is Bard is big in the nutrition department. What can the Bard do? I have heard way too much about the Bard to disregard him. I just use high potions, salamanders, you bastards. And I can't afford for them to be low on HP. I mean, not on maximum HP, simply because of the amount of, or lack of HP they have. Defense increases as well as heals. But what about magic then? What about enemy magic? Percentage based damage? Yeah, that would fall under DPS, won't it? We're talking about defensive strategies. What defensive strategies are available in FF3? And by defense, I mean buffs and debuffs. Preemptive on salamanders, nice. We do not want an ambush by them. Do we need to buy anything from here? It's done, and then increase defense at low boss HP. So damage is less effective. Burst at the start. 2 bars on that increased defense. But is that magic defense as well? What about magic attacks? How do you deal with magical attacks? Just like FF2, you have to deal with physical attacks, which makes sense if you have a defense increasing song. And then you have magic attacks. How do you deal with magic attacks then? Well, that increases defense and some heals. So you mean to say we don't even have to rely on a white mage for healing? Bard can just bring us into a situation where we'll be healing more than taking damage. Increase magic defense. Oh, holy shit! Holy shit! We need to check out the bard. We absolutely need to check out the bard. We need haste or berserk. I don't think we need anything from this shop. Let's just continue onwards. %, HP per turn. That is actually quite impressive. So as long as you're taking less than 20% HP per turn, and that is possible once you land enough buffs, I guess. Okay, that is quite impressive. I need to check out the bard then. Dragon armor, Aegis shield, yes, we absolutely want the Aegis shield. Aegis shield grants immunity against all statuses. But do we dare give up the gold and the ice shield? Actually, we do. So here's the first of our boss dragons. Leon can stay there. It's not as if she was doing anything to begin with. I just need to make sure that the setup is proper. Blizzard Blink, Blizzard Blink, and Blizzard Blink. Everyone needs a new copy of Blizzard and Blink. Bard buff lost 2 turns. What? Okay, so not that OP. But definitely not OP as it is in FF5. Maybe performer. Uh-oh, what happened now? Okay, Shipwagger. Lost the further. Pretty much everything in BD is time constrained or turn constrained. Which is good as well as bad in a way, because we are used to buffs that last throughout, at least until the character dies, isn't it? At least in FF5. But I guess that was considered way too OP. So I'll say, yeah, I think I'll say that's good, because it does force you to keep using the turns of the ones you're using to buff. So you can't just use buffs and then have the white mage or the time mage relax for the rest of the fight, like you could do in FF5. Having buff last a certain number of turns does make sense. On the other hand, FF tactics where buffs have a chance of missing does not make sense. God damn it! What if your strategy revolved around getting one buff? But I'm sure there are ways to come up with 100% safe strategies in FF tactics. What did I just do? Oh crap! Okay, let's see what we can do here. Since Leon is out of commission, we are going to be vulnerable to physical attacks. I did not think this through. BD's performer is Praline, right? She's not called a dancer. I thought the job was called a dancer. 3 blinks, hopefully they are enough. If 3 blinks on a person are not enough, then we'll need to see what we can do. Who's the dragon gonna attack now? Blaze. Ah, this is gonna be bad. Or not? 60 damage? Okay, I'll take that. Super versus an FF40 only NG plus and NG plus plus. NG plus and NG plus plus, are they the modes where you have to go through the game again at your former high levels? Okay, definitely not enough. 3 blinks are definitely not enough. And keep augments through NG cycles. Only the augments or your levels as well? I know Chrono Trigger NG is kind of stupid. Because you have to go through the game again. At your former level. So let's say you beat the game at what, level 50, and then you go through the game again and you have to fight those same stupid enemies at level 50. I mean, you don't have to fight. Your levels are reset. Okay, that makes it a lot more interesting. But you do have augments, eh? Oh crap. I think I need to cure... Frog is dead. Definitely need some cure, but first we need to set up Blink. I really should have had Leon tank in the front row, but I guess I wasn't thinking. And you know why I wasn't thinking? Because this fucking challenge run has been way too easy. So I appreciate a little bit of difficulty here. Yeah, it never really made sense for me in Chrono Trigger that you have to go through the entire game again. You don't have to go through the entire game, but until the point you're looking for a different ending, you have to go. You have to do the exact same things again and again. Hang on, let me cure everybody up right now. So here we see that even though we are safe from physical attacks, and therefore I can babysit you. You know what? I'll actually consider it. I will actually consider it, because I have to admit, I really enjoyed your backseating me through FF3. Enjoyed it a lot. Maybe I'm the type of guy that enjoys backseating. Won't be the first contrary behavioral pattern. I mean, I was just thinking yesterday about how did it happen that I got so into FF2 in the first place. And I feel a pattern. I feel a similar pattern with FF3 now. And minute cure, I don't think so. I see a similar pattern with, not FF3, I see a similar pattern with FF5 now. What I did was I kept replaying FF2 over and over. Even if it was the same damn run, even if I was doing the same things over and over again. And I'm seeing the same pattern with FF5 as well. I've played it like 6 times now. I know obviously the first playthrough was on stream, but I remember that already once I had gotten through about 50% of the game, I had started a second playthrough as well, and upcycling augments. Give them 3 shit augments. Straight up. What? That dual person with that drift game. Why would you give them 3 shit augments? What happens if you give them 3 shit augments? And this guy is not going to let Guy live. But yeah, I've been replaying FF5 with the same route, mind you. Haven't even changed up. Haven't even started using the jobs which I didn't use in my first playthrough. Which is why I'm doing a Black Mage challenge now. I think what happened at a certain point in time was that I guess I just got bored of doing the same things over and over in FF2, and then started mixing things up, which is exactly what is happening in FF5 as well. And from that point onward, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump for challenge runs. Possible to cheese physical version by slapping on 2 shields against goblins early on. Yes, it is. That would be the short answer, but the long answer would be if you know how the evasion. God damn it! I think I need to cure Guy first. Young Space Kick and Focus to give him a total of 2 augments. But yeah, if you understand the evasion mechanics of this game, you can pretty much cheese physical hits in any version. You don't even don't necessarily need. It doesn't necessarily need to be the remake. You don't even need double shields actually, but double shields just speeds up the process. Just speeds up the process. Yang's brace, kick, and focus to give him a total of 2 augments. So it depends on what augments you give them, what abilities they get. So you can give the augments to anyone and they'll get different abilities. Is that how it works? That's almost like what is it like? That's like mixing and matching Pokemon breeding in order to get the moves that you want in the offspring. That's the closest analogy I can think of. If you mix and match augments on characters, they'll get different abilities. Or it's like in Golden Sun, mixing and matching Shin in order to get different synergies and different classes. Augment on party members, they get that ability, and when they die they will give you different augments. Oh, is that what you meant by upscaling augments? It's not like mix and match. Okay, hopefully nobody dies here. Everybody should have flame resistance. You just get what you give them. Okay, so there are augments. They're like TMs, right? The Pokemon will learn that particular move. They work together like draw, attacks, and counter. Yeah, I get it. Essentially, an augment will just give a very specific ability to whoever you use it on. So depending on what moves you give them, it's up to you. It's up to you to make them work in synergy. So they can be passive TMs. Okay, got it. That counter attack is obviously a passive. Didn't realize that the augment system is that important in the FF4 3D remake. The only remake I've played is the PSP version, and that is actually surprisingly faithful to the original version with bugs removed. Omnigasting, fast stalker. Phoenix on Cane is always great. What does that do? Yeah, I think we will do that. Oh damn it! How did he hit Guy? Okay. Hey Shihali, let's use something that's akin to the turn damage critical HP. Every dead member gets revived at full HP and MP. What? Oh shit! Give me a career add-on and let Cecil cover. Sorry, what is? Yeah, that's nothing new there. I guess what you're talking about is draw attacks plus counter. You don't even need gain at critical HP, I think. Just use draw attacks on Cecil and pretty much I guess all enemies will target him. Okay, you know what? This guy is not going to stay alive, so let's just keep him dead. I don't want to do that though. But then again, I have no idea. I have no idea how tactics worked in the 3D remake. So I think I'll definitely give that a shot. I think I will give that a shot. I'm just wondering now which version I should pick up. Probably the PC version. I don't think it's bugged like. I don't think it glitches out like the FF3 PC version. 8 times damage and critical. Puzzle will probably know. Okay, he's going after Guy. This is just ridiculous. I'm gonna be here for the rest of the day. Even though it is technically tomorrow already for me. Three in the afternoon. So it's gonna take me the rest of your day. I think I should just start throwing Blizzard books at him for even more damage. I think we pretty much well established that he can't do shit. Let me just bring Guy back to life. Hope he survives because I would like that sweet HP gain. I'll just start throwing Blizzard books. This is ridiculous. Do we have an item that I can use for ice damage? Antarctic Wind. Sure, why not? Not as if I'm gonna use that against the final boss. GG? God damn it, how much HP does this thing have? And I feel like I've missed other dragons, or have I? Okay, let me try one last time to keep Guy alive. If he targets Guy one more time, I'm gonna give up on him. Not Guy. God damn it, what am I talking about? Frog. Yeah, never mind. Just screw this. Seriously, every time I revive him, he's like, no, he's gotta stay dead. That was like what happened with Anya yesterday. Am I right or what? Okay, I just got Blizzard Tomes. Sugar Babble. Draw attacks, brace, what does brace do? Reduces damage. HP Adrenal from it basically RTSR. Oh god, RTSR makes its way to Final Fantasy. Kane with limit break. Darkness triple focus. How many offense are there? Holy shit! That defend the one Yang has. That defend, how much is that? Like 75% damage reduction. 75% resistance. Oh. So I guess that's where Bravely Default got that 75% default from. Oh, he dropped a nice dragon armor which we are never going to be using. Why did I heal up Magus? He serves a better purpose dead. Focus on multiple of your attacks. So 16 times damage should be possible. We were talking about defensive strategies. Look how quickly it has gone into offensive. But I know you're that type of a guy. All offense. I mean, you know what you suggested for Final Fantasy V? What was it? Quick plus dual cast Bahamut, dual cast Bahamut. Do you know how much MP that would have taken? I saw that being done today and I just, wow, I couldn't even watch that amount of MP usage. Dude went from 440 MP to like 50 MP. Bahamut in FF5. Well, objectively, he is the strongest summon after all. Only you FF5 experts know the benefits of Air Knife and Sildra. Did I save? What? Yeah, that was the only boss in Jade. Huh. Okay, no. We fought the King Behemoth. We fought the King Behemoth and we fought the Red Dragon. I think I skipped one of the dragons. Why the hell did I? But never mind. So it's not as if the dragons would have posed any threat. The other dragon also is basically a variation of the Red Dragon. So nothing really to show there. Damn, mega parasites are horrible trolls. On a defensive stance to dual cast White Mage. Still talking about Rosa. Get ready for Mage Rage. Oh yeah, this is my favorite dungeon theme ever. This specific theme, not even the NES version. Yeah, I could have sworn we can run away from beast demons. Except for one floor where we can't run away from beast demons. Pandemonium is really strange that way. Both FF2 versions. Dissidia? Can you send me a link to that? I'd like to listen to that. But I remember all the Dissidia themes. I remember all the Dissidia themes being rather slow, and I generally go for. Oh wait, right, Mithril Golem can't really run away from, or it's a 50% chance. Oh crap, Lamia Queens. Any encounter with the Lamia Queen is unrunnable. I think Pandemonium is probably one of the areas where I remember the which encounters you can run from and you can't run from the least. I'm always surprised. I remember my surprise when we ran into when I once ran into the Iron Giant and he's actually runnable. I was just laughing for a couple of minutes after that. Super boss of FF2, you encounter as a random encounter and you can run from him. It doesn't sound right. But then again, he's not particularly dangerous. This version a little slower. See, this Mr. Golem we could run from. Iron Giant Monka S? Nah. This Iron Giant is no big deal. He doesn't even have any magic attacks. 4 Death Riders! 4 Death Riders. This is the worst. One of the worst encounters in the game. For a party that is not relying on evasion, that is. Oh man, those 4 Death Riders make me think of 4 Chaos Riders, which I'm looking forward to in Soul of Rebirth. Fight FX3 Engine. Yep, I'm gonna do that one of these days. I'm just collecting motivation to grind off stream. Wanted to do it this Sunday, but I was really taken up by Fine Fancy Tactics. Everything loves or hates us. I have strats for them now. I have strats for them, so let's find out. I think my second playthrough is going to be a lot better than my first playthrough. Hopefully I won't struggle as much, since I know what I'm going to be facing. Death Riders really needed Confused 16. Confused 16 is the least of my worries there. They're what? Almost 16, Drain 16, Dispel 16. Are you kidding me? And on top of that, 8-hit Drain Touch attack. Jeez. Sadistic. No other words can describe that. I mean, seriously. If 4 Chaos Riders wasn't such a rare encounter on that floor, I'd say just go ahead and make that 4 Chaos Rider formation as the final boss, and have the final boss as the pre-final boss, like in Breath of Fire. Osmos 16, yeah. Once you get hit with Osmos 16, you either have to spend a turn recovering or wow, you're dead. We better hope that your guys take your turn before them at least. I think they have a speed of what, 80%? With the random boss. We are rudely interrupted with the normal encounter theme. Another thing that I dislike about this music is that it doesn't continue where it left off once the encounter is done. It just starts from the beginning. That was one thing I noticed about FF5 is that the background theme just continues where it left off. Yeah, no, obnoxious to target. I think final boss in the back row should be the best. Engineers doing FSC like me to know? Absolutely. Absolutely. I see people using an all melee. Oh, we can't run from this, right? In these floors, we cannot run from beast demons. Most in character. Wouldn't you say he likes to get into the thick of things? Because after he returned from hell, it was as if he decided to take a personal involvement in everything. God damn it. I should remember to save. But to be honest, puzzled, I've not been checking out a lot of FF3 streams simply because after my no grinding run, it just, I don't know, just lost interest. So I blame you for that. I see people grinding their ass off. Whoa! 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 We actually got the Iron Giant. I can't believe this. And his sprite was so cool too. But that actually proves my point that the Iron Giant is runnable. It's quite hilarious. A bunch of bodyguards after you on 3 occasions. Less interesting noobs get wrecked. Yeah, dude. I seriously lost interest in watching FF3 streams these days unless it's the NES version. Because it's almost like I used to watch FF3 purely to, you know, get some additional knowledge about what I could do with, you know, if there was some strats that somehow they accidentally discovered that I could use. Speaking of which, I think the Dragoon is a very valid class to use. I was discussing this with one of my friends on Twitch, and she said Dragoon is definitely recommended. Definitely recommended. And once again, I forgot to bring Magus back to life. What am I doing here? Anyway, doesn't matter. So, despite all of these challenges, we're gonna prove to Zombie Borgen that we got what it takes. So this is actually the first boss encounter in the game, if you stop and think about it. Dragon is solid in general, sucks without a thief. Why? Why do you say it sucks without a thief? Has anyone have a really good experience with dragons in the Dark World? I didn't really ask specifics, but in terms of party composition, I was told that a Geomancer and Dragoon. Geomancer I know from first-hand experience. Geomancer is just unbelievable. It's something that you just can't live without in the remake. And based on what Puzzle tells me, even the Bard should be included in that category. This is the Gungnir for them. Yeah, but why do you really need the Gungnir? You have the Bloodlance, you have the Holy Lance, and of course they're going to do super effective damage to flying creatures. I'm assuming Ahriman is flying, right? If he's considered flying, he's going to get wrecked. AoE buffs and percentage damage. Exactly what Puzzle was saying. Good weapons and strong defense. Yeah, strong defense is one of the things that I really wanted. 98 damage. It's not about the damage, it's about the fact. It's about the fact that. What was I going to say? It's not about the damage, it's about the fact that they're healing back all of their damage, especially when they're jumping. Once again, I did not go into specifics about why she considered the Dragoon as an actually viable class, a really good class. Geomancer I know for sure, but the Dragoon, at least my experience on the NES version is that the Dragoon is really, really good. Not eating Cerberus, it's for the devout. But you've got the Knight for that though. Jump circle unless on flying enemies. Single soaring Dragoons get locked up down. Wow, I would like to see that. You're talking about the remake, right? Not the NES version? In the NES version, that would have been epic. Like really shit. Really? I mean, it'll do the same amount of damage as a normal attack, right? More efficient to use. Lance Jump narrowly keeping the Dragoon alive. Straight up damage loss. Why do you say it's a damage loss? You mean it's because it's a one turn spending 1 turn in the air? That's why. 2 turns for 1.5. Oh, is it? Okay, at least it's 1.5 damage. I thought it was just 1 damage, times 1 damage. But you have to remember, he's spending 1 turn in the air. Invulnerable. But because of problems with turn order, because of unpredictability of turn order, I guess that's not as effective as it should or it would have been otherwise. I mean, take a look at FF2. I'm using turn order to my advantage. Also means not eating hits. Like I said, you got the Knight to eat hits. And I'll be honest, I never really faced any issue with physical attacks all throughout the playthrough. It was the magic attacks that were the biggest problems. Hey Locker! How's your practice been going? I wanna be the guy. Are you already the guy now? You're going to basically replace Knight? Nah, no. That's not what I meant at all. I won't want the Dragoon to replace Knight. Knight proved his usefulness. I wanna be the guy. What? Technically, yes. Oh, nice. Okay, we got through Zombie Borgin. So basically the strat during that fight was since the enemy only gets 1 turn, unlike what we've been discussing, the FF3 remakes, FF4 and so on. If the enemy only really gets 1 turn, all he can do is physically attack or spell, and Zombie Borgin does not have any multi-target spells, so we don't even need to worry about that. So since he could not kill more than 1 guy per turn, not having any AoEs, that's very, very simple. I don't need to heal Leon, damn it. This game is something. But how's it going, dude, Locker? What are you practicing for anyway? How is everyone's MP? MP situation is fine. I think we'll be good. Considering doing better turns. Yeah, I thought that's what you were working towards. Why haven't you already opened bets for the runs that you're doing right now? Or have you and never informed us? God damn it! I think I'm consistent. Please, we've seen estimates like 1 hour to 2:30. What kind of an estimate is that? If people can get away with it, with the ridiculous estimates like that, I don't think you need to be consistent enough. Just give us more chances to earn pudding, damn it. Don't take that away from us. He's got to trigger a random job. Can't just use a knight on every... I'm not talking about every playthrough. I'm talking about arriving at a consistent no grinding route. Because, see, I get myself pretty good to this. Like I said, I had a problem with the ranger, okay? Can I get some runnable encounters, please? Thank you. Yep. All I have to do is ask today and FF2 is obliging. So right now, all I'm looking to do in FF3 is replace the ranger. FF2. Well, that is the hope. But I won't replace a knight. Wait, what? Beast demons are runnable? I'm so confused. There must be 2 beast demon encounters. I think that's how it is. Ninja or black belt? No, not the black belt. The black belt does not have any defense, does not have any magic defense. Again, I am speaking not from experience, but from basically what I know from the NES version. So maybe, but ninja is an option. Ninja is the one that can wear Genji equipment, right? The one we get in what is that? Crystal Tower, the first floor of Circus Tower. Silk's Tower. Do I have warp? Please tell me I have warp. I do not seem to have warp. Black belt can wear armor, can he? I'm very skeptical of that, but we'll give it a shot. If black belt works out for magic defense, that's good. I don't have warp. Why the hell don't I have warp? What a waste of time this is. I got the Masamune. The Masamune is actually very useful, not as a weapon, but as an item, which we will see later on. Jesus, 2 fire gigas. Genji Fumaga from Ninja. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I remember I was getting a full set of Genji equipment on the first floor of Circus Tower, and finding out that the Ranger can't equip it. But yeah, I mean the route works for sure, but if possible I would like to optimize that by replacing the Ranger. Geomancer, invaluable. Knight, absolutely. White Mage, indispensable. So I guess it's just the Ranger's job that is under threat. Can we figure out a better strategy for that? Because first question to be asked is, do we really care about the Ranger's DPS? Was there any... Oh god. Can we run? Thank you. So that's a perfect example of what those Cohorls can do. Bastards. They completely paralyzed Leon, and since he didn't have any blink, his evasion was set to 0. And they proceeded to kill him with their physical attacks. So GG, Cohorls. But yeah, I was just asking myself the question, do we really care about the Ranger's DPS? If we do, then we need to replace him with equivalent amount of DPS, for which a Geomancer is a good option, but the Geomancer really struggles in that one place, Temple of Time, and that Temple of Time is where we are encountering, what's that guy's name? Bahamut Dragons. Bahamut Dragons will just kill you, and if you can't have a solid strats against at least that enemy, I guess we can't really do that. Job levels, post Christian jobs, pain in this. Yeah, job levels for the ninja. That's a very good point. Very good point. I did not consider that. But to be honest, if he manages to survive, I don't really mind that much. Damn it, Lamia Queens are unrunnable. He's actually strong, DPS quite strong, but I think since he can wear pretty much the same equipment as the Ranger, his magic defense will be crap as well. Signed up for the item squad. Thief and Scholar, the best of friends. Who would have thunk it? Can you please let me go? God damn it. Hang on, need to put them in the back row. For me, Dragoon looks like the best option for the fourth slot. Oh shit, this is unrunnable. 2 Death Riders and a Mithril Golem. Yep. How the hell are you expected to survive that? Monk might fit. Let me check what armor they can wear. Okay, to recommend the Monk that much, I'll give it a shot. Of course, this is very much into the future. Our immediate concern is to grind enough levels for the Iron Giant. I haven't even attempted him, I haven't even given a first attempt until now. So I think that's the first thing that we need to do. Runnable? Yeah, I don't get this. I don't get why some Beast Event formations are runnable and others are not. So I need to check that out. Very strange. So this is what I was talking about. I'm not entirely sure which encounters are runnable and unrunnable in Pandemonium. Not all of them at least. I guess it's I guess I made it to this place in a speedrun so few times. Tiamat. I think just like Zombie Bargain, Tiamat also only has single target spells. Bird Dragon. I think Tiamat only has. I forgot to relearn the spells. God damn it. Gotta hit the sack. Good night, Matt. Tibogi, Black Garb, Black Belt Key, Fuma Garb. Fuma Garb, where do you get the Fuma Garb? Oh, this is Diamond Gloves, Protect Ring, and Shura Gloves. Where do you get the Shura Gloves? No, I don't remember that. And Chakra Band is the best they can wear on their heads, but then that's going to be replaced by the ribbon anyway, eventually. But ribbon is way too late in the game. Is the Chakra Band enough for magic defense? Is the Chakra Band enough magic defense? Okay, I need Blizzard, Fire, Life, Blink, and Cure. Holy shit, this guy needs everything. Fire, Blizzard, Blink, Life, and Cure. Fire, Blizzard, Blink, Life, and Cure. Blizzard, Fire, Blink, Cure, and Life? Not Life. Why did... Oh, she never used Life. Okay. Should job level 99, but that's never gonna happen though. Not in a no grinding route. Or... No, I don't think that's gonna happen. Were there any classes which we used right from the beginning of the game? I think we used the White Mage until we got the Sage, right? And the White Mage was nowhere near level 99, so I don't think that is happening. Fire, Blink, Cure, Blizzard. Fire, Life. Okay, hang on, let me do this one by one because I've already forgotten what Chrono needed. Chrono needs Fire, Blizzard, Blink, Life, and Cure. Fire, Blizzard, what else? Life, Cure, and Blink. Okay, what does Luca need? Luca needs Blizzard, Fire, Blink, Cure. Okay, everything except Life. Everything that Chrono needed except Life. 69 magic, yeah, that's not going to be good enough. 69 is not good enough. How much did the Ranger have? Like 56? Actually, 69 is much better than 56. Sure gloves are huge physical defense. Sure. Monk level 99 though. Monk level 99. No, she does not need life. Is a lot, is it? Blink, Cure, Life, Fire. Okay, let's talk about Frog. Frog needs Fire and Life, and that's it. Life and Fire. Alright, let's attempt this now. White Mage probably like 80. I got Thief 99 like Temple of Time. Without grinding. I find that hard to believe. Alright, we shall soon find out how Tiamat behaves. Blizzard, Thunder. She does not have any elemental weaknesses, so that's kind of a moot point. Let's just go with whatever is on top. Without grinding, yes. Oh shit, she absorbs. Oh, this might be bad. What about fire? Absorbs fire as well. Oh crap, I did not know this. And okay, she actually does have AoE attacks, which hurt. 18 per action plus job level 14. Oh, that's why. How do we deal with this? Simple, very simple. Chrono and Magus will focus on curing everybody, and yep, this is where Osmos comes in handy. That is fine. We can deal with physical attacks since it's only one enemy, and one enemy, we don't really care. One enemy can only kill one of us at a time. Let me just 10 per action. Okay. 14 per action. Who's 14 per action? Poison Cloud. This is getting bad actually. So we are actually facing a challenge here. How to deal with this? For the final Crystal Tower trip, Monk is 14 each. Nice. Okay, so that is a probability. So what we are doing here is, since she's got AoE attacks. Oh damn it! God damn it! Frog, you're supposed to go after Chrono. This is posing a challenge. How to deal with AoE attacks, especially when the enemy has tons and tons of magic. Effectively, what I'm trying to do here is make her run out of magic. MP rather. After that, all she can do is physical attacks, but the race is on to find out whether we can make her run out of MP first, or she's gonna kill us. Because the fact here is that she's got AoE. AoEs are our biggest enemy right now. Would have. Like I said, not too concerned about DPS, more concerned about survivability. I mean, you know what, really not concerned about DPS. Because the Geomancer, except for the Temple of Time, the Geomancer had everything in hand. This is not going well. And that's gonna be a rip. Because since Glenn is the only one alive right now, he's gonna be taking single target damage or not. Okay? Ouch. Okay, finally. So what strategy should we use for this one? I think for physical attacks at least, we will have Magus tank physical attacks. So we will stack Blink on him. Make sure everybody is at full HP. Okay, so in order to neutralize physical attacks, we will stack Blink on Magus and hope he survives. How do we deal with the AoE magic attacks? Let me try the Osmos trick again. What we are trying to do here is to make her run out of MP before she kills us with her AoE attacks. Yeah, we need to use Blink on Magus. So, in order to boost Osmos even further than Maria, what intelligence Maria has, we're going to be using the Sage's Wisdom, as demonstrated in a previous battle. So with Sage's Wisdom, Luca's intelligence is going to be pumped up to max, so that she will be doing maximum damage with Osmos, minus the enemy's magic defense, of course. Survive, Leon. Let's take a look at how much how much damage Osmos does now. 108. That's what I'm talking about. And I think Tiamat has like 400, 300 HP, MP. So it's not something ridiculous like 10,000 HP like in Final Fantasy 5. She'll be out of MP pretty soon. We just need to make sure that we have enough HP to survive until then. And I think that should be enough blinks on Magus so that he can survive he can evade that physical attack. Meanwhile, where is our DPS? Where is our DPS? Let's just use Ultima. And what about Frog? Frog has no DPS. I think Tiamat absorbs thunder as well. Does she? 100 damage from Ultima, I'll take that. Yeah, she absorbed thunder. Granite increases defense, counterattacks if hits by physical attacks. Counterattack damage or additional damage into 2 defense force is equal to defense plus job level. Monk would have like 290 damage. .290 attack. What is his retaliate? Counter attack damage is original damage into 2 defense boost is equal to defense plus job level. Are they like innate? Are they all innate? Come on. I think we can do this. So for now, Frog can just defend since he does not have any DPS. We need to make sure we need to ensure our survivability first. Naito sitting at 295. Okay, for comparison, holy shit, that's a lot of damage. And she's out of MP. There we go. As a defend plus counter attack if hit. Oh, retaliate is one of his job commands, is it? I was not aware of that. So you're saying that in terms of DPS we are set with the Monk, but what about defense? 69 magic defense is good. So I think based on your suggestion I will definitely give that a try. Alright, I think now that she's out of MP, she can't do shit, and I don't think she can hit Magus at all. So let's just go full DPS. And so since we can't use any of our elemental spells, we need to rely on items. Please tell me she doesn't absorb this. Okay, good. 300 damage. I'll take that. Do I have another wind flute? I have 2 wind flutes, yep. So you guys can keep spamming the wind flute. I'm going to be resetting this attempt anyway, simply because Osmos is just one way we can do this. I obviously want to use the same strats for the final boss, so I don't want Osmos to level up. Monk has great defense. Full crystal set real quick. Maybe they did that in order to incentivize the Monk. Oh, we're already out of great, just great. That thing already broke. Hopefully she's not immune to Gaia Drum. Missed. Yep, she's immune to Gaia Drum. I hope I have some other battle items. I don't think I have any non-elemental spells. Oh, wait a minute, I should have Flare. I should have Flare on Maria. But this is one of the rare uh, what can I even call it? Contrived situations. I had to contrive a horrible situation like a level 1 challenge run in order to make Ultima useful. Because Ultima is actually very useful under these circumstances. Look at the amount of damage it's doing. And yeah, apparently Tiamat is vulnerable to silence as well. So that was another strat we could have used. Let me just confirm that. Where is Fog? Yeah, if we just use Fog, she would have been permanently silenced, right? We didn't even... Okay, let me keep trying that. Come on, Maria, you can do better damage than that. Being out-damaged by Ultima is probably the biggest source of shame for any spell. Nope, doesn't look like Tiamat can be silenced like that. Interesting. I was hoping to use that strategy. To have any better damage whatsoever, let's just see if we can teleport her. Now that we are, now that survival is assured, like I said before, all I'm going to do is make sure that whatever strategy I'm using is solid in terms of a battle of attrition, and after that, just take a shortcut to save time. No? Is she like immune to teleport? That would be news to me. Can a monk even use crystal armor? Or are you talking about comparison versus the knight? Because could have sworn you can teleport Tiamat. Do we have a Saint Spirit? So Saint Spirit would increase Frog's not magic defense. Frog Spirit. It would cap out his spirit. So hopefully a higher spirit value would help in either teleport or more damage from white magic. Let's check this out. Now that I've used the Saint Spirit, can we use teleport to better effect? Because I remember that we could teleport Tiamat. Koran has 56 in 4 crystal version, and Black Belt would have 69 magic defense. That is awesome. Wow, okay. Did not realize that. But Knight has 56 in 4 crystal, but Knight had more about 90 magic defense in with double HE shields. Okay, I'm giving up on the teleport strat. Doesn't look like she is vulnerable to teleport. It's a success early game. So we're gonna have to carry him, eh? Who do you... Who would you suggest that we get rid of? Probably has to be... Probably has to be the second red mage. Really, I don't have any items I can use. Hard carry. Yeah, probably because we need what? The Holy Lance can only be used once. Oh my god, I lost that Holy Lance. Wow. I seriously cannot use anything else. Okay, you know what? 100% breakable. God! Wow. Wow. That is quite shocking. Also shocking is the fact that Tiamat is like absorbs pretty much everything. So you need to use non-elemental. Holy Emphasis is a free holy. I thought it was free holy here as well, but apparently not. So yeah, I'm just gonna reset. I think we've seen how to do this. I was gonna reset there anyway because I used Osmos and there's no way I'm gonna afford Osmos leveling up. So yeah, I feel bad about leaving one of the bosses here, but that's how it's gonna be. And of course the game would give me an unrunnable encounter. Seriously, I thought the Holy Lance was free holy here as well. Speaking of free holy from weapons, is there any weapon in FF3 which breaks? I don't think so. You can just keep using them, right? What I did not know was that multiple people can use the same weapon. That was pretty much the thing that allowed us to use two red mages. Doesn't work on the NES version. No weapon, yeah, there you go. Who is this now? Beelzebub. Let's find out. As usual, we're gonna use Magus as a tank. So let's stack Blink on him and let's find out what happens. Switch out Geo for Summoner if you aim for course of just as good. Yeah, but Summoner has to use spell charges. He can't possibly have that many spell charges to compete with the Geo spamming terrain. And what would you use with the Summoner anyway? Would even the low level summons be useful late game? So right now Beelzebub only seems to be using physical attacks. I don't know why. Someone has like a million charges. Is he vulnerable to fire? Is he vulnerable to blizzard? What is he vulnerable to? Any elixirs? A lot of them. I'm skeptical of using elixirs before Silk's Tower. I don't mind using elixirs. Okay, he absorbs fire. Flare single target is immaterial. Flare single target is immaterial. Single target at this stage, in fact at pretty much any stage, is immaterial. Tell me Gaia Drum does something. God damn it. So once again I'm going to struggle for DPS. I'm going to give it like 20 or 30 turns, and if our survivability is assured, I will reset from this battle as well, because this thing is just taking way too much time, and it's mostly repetitive after we've shut the boss down. Let's find out if, of course, Osmos strats as usual. But I'm just gonna hammer him with some spells, just to see if he has something other than Flare 16. Flare 16 we can deal with; it's just single target. So I think I'm gonna got a double damage to a tentacle. Climb the entire tower, one full charge of summoner. Ooh! At what level? I believe we were like level 44, 46. So you mean to say at level 46 that dude has enough charges for us to survive the entirety of the Silk's Tower? That is pretty insane. Couple of infos coming. Confused 16. Confused 16 we don't really care about. Yeah, so I don't think Beelzebub has anything. If I remember correctly, Beelzebub only has a bunch of status spells, single target, and Flare 16. I didn't even know he has Flare 16. So an enemy that does not have AoE can be easily shut down. So let's shut him down. Let's see if Fog works. Absorbs fire. Yeah, he absorbs fire. Doesn't take super effective damage against any other element. Immune to earth. Now I'm just trying to see if he is susceptible to fog. If we can shut him down with fog, that would be good. Otherwise, we can obviously shut him down with Osmos because he's not undead. I think it's very clearly established that he's not able to hit Leon. No, can't use fog? Don't look like it. Okay, can't use fog. In that case, we'll use Osmos. Yeah, Leon's death doesn't really matter. Where's Osmos? Osmos is not here. In order to maximize the effectiveness of Osmos, we're going to use Saint Spirit. Where is it? Not Saint Spirit, Sage's Wisdom. If I can find the damn thing, I have way too much in my inventory. Let's check out Poison 16. When it's forced to do that, you should rush Force Crystal ASAP. Did we not do it already? We went to the Force Crystal as soon as we could. We can only go to the Force Crystal after what is that? Cave of Darkness, isn't it? We immediately rushed there. Oh, he has fire. Is that? Okay, that is single target. And that hardly did any damage. Okay, that is because of the ice shield though. So dude has single target, fire 16 as well, but like I said, single target, LOL. till pretty soon. Yeah, exactly. What jobs could be adequate healers for endgame? What is the criteria for adequate healers? I'm sure even a white mage would do. It makes Temple of Time far more bearable. Is he out of MP? Nope, not yet. So this fight is going exactly the same as Zombie Borghan, so let's just call it a day, shall we? I want to get to the final boss ASAP. Tell me he can be teleported. Red, White, Evoker, Bard, Sage, Devour, perhaps Scholar. Why Evoker? Something good with the Evoker? You mean Evoker is the one that will evoke the buff summons, will it? Like Aura? Okay, whatever. I don't care about this guy. Let's just move on. Oh crap. Final boss himself is going to take a good half an hour. Talk and healing light from Ifrit. Oh, the Kyuraga party white. Ooh, that is very useful, yes. But will he proc Aura from Bahamut? I think for that alone, Evoker might be worth it. Although we will need to carry him. Hey, wait a minute. Why is there no Geomancer? You're talking about replacing the Geomancer. I think that's my only complaint. If you want to replace the Geomancer, not only do you have to look for a suitable DPS, because remember he was carrying for most of the game. You can do it, yeah. Nice. Geomancer was carrying for most of the game. We are carrying through Goldor Manor. How will we compensate in Goldor's mansion? Yeah, it does look like some of the encounters. Okay, so I'm guessing the encounters, the Beast Demon encounters, can optionally have those Devil's Bloom. That's why they are unrunnable. You substitute as Summoner and Scholar if you ever see. Goldor Man is all. What about Goldor himself though? 3-man it. Alright, let's take this one on now. So Astaroth, I think it's the standard fare here. Oh no, hang on. We need Blink on Magus first and foremost, as usual. Don't you remember? I remember that Geomancer did the most damage to him. I don't remember him. I think that's the reason I remember him being easy. But did our melee classes actually do any damage? No, not Luca. Oh, never mind. Let's just osmose her. She has 540 MP, but at 100 MP per turn, osmose is not going to take 48 MP. What the hell, Luca? And she recovered that HP. Doesn't matter. One more blink should do it. So now Magus should really be completely buffed up. There's like no damage and a silence. Okay. Yeah, I have to admit, Ultima is doing the most damage here because all of these bosses seem to resist all the elements, which I'm really surprised by. This is one of the fights where we absolutely want to keep Magus alive. If she uses drain on the back row characters, we are fine with that, but not on Magus. Item slot, you want a sword wielder in the fine sword. Yep, for the defender. Just for the defender. Ouch! So yeah, once again, any enemy that has only single target magic is really not worth mentioning. Certainly not at this stage. Steve Dragon Scholar, Dark Knight Warrior, Red Mage. Red Mage, can the Red Mage build the defender? Red Mage endgame, wow, that actually gives me the creeps. Not sure how viable that is. And Ultima weapon. Nice. No. They really did buff up the Red Mage. Stupid weapon indeed. Who cares about the Ultima weapon? Thief Dragoon Scholar. Okay, Thief plus Scholar combo we've got. But how much will we need to grind for job levels? Not at all. Because Scholar has some healing magic, right? What about the Thief? Thief will not be doing any damage. He'll be taking massive amounts of damage for most of the game. That's my opinion. I think so. Of course, my opinion seems to be widely different from how things actually work in the remake. Yep, there we go. She's out of MP now. Now she can't do anything. Small damage has strong defense and huge damage because of the boomerangs, or is it because of the Mangosh or Yalcum? Yep, that's how you shut down Astaroth. Let's just move on. I did not mean to just mash the buttons. Actually, I did. I think Astaroth is one of the few bosses who is vulnerable to teleport. Let me just teleport her and move on. Team wide full heal. What? How can the thief do team wide full heal? Gladius Lust Dagger. No, not gonna work against Astaroth? Come on, I'm quite sure it works. I'm just doing this to get the third ribbon as well. For Chrono. Although he doesn't really need it, I think he has a white robe. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's just move on. I think pretty much we are done with all the bosses here. It's just on to the final boss who's going to take half an hour by himself. I don't have that kind of time. I actually have to go to work tomorrow. Can you please not kill my party members? Ouch! Protagonists from everyone, Fuma Garb, Ribbon. Easy OP defense. Okay. That's actually a pretty valid point. We can steal some pretty good stuff for others. But what did you mean by party-wide full heal? Does a thief has an ability like that? Why would a thief have party-wide heal ability? Red Mage, okay, Red Mage has team-wide full heal at endgame. How? Why you gotta repeat every time? Kuraga, but how many spell charges does he have? I remember the red mage not having any spell charges. Double 99 and 99 mind. Wait, red mage gets 99 mind? Master item is plus 10, ultimate weapon is plus 15. Huge buff. Oh, with those kind of buffs. I really find it funny that the fire kickers and bomb encounters are runnable, whereas the normal kickers with bomb is unrunnable. But of course, what determines whether an encounter can be run from or not is purely technical in nature. It has nothing to do with logic and reasoning. I think we've proven that Devil's Bloom and Beast Demon unrunnable. That is some new piece of information I learned today. Lamia Queen. God damn it, Lamia Queen. 241, 448, 5 at 55. So we'll have 5 Kyoragas for Cloud of Darkness, and only 3 before that. Because I remember entering the World of Darkness at about 46, and we faced the Cloud of Darkness at 52. So we're not even gonna have 5 spell charges. That is scary. Only 4 spell charges of Kyoraga. 6 spell charges of Kyoraja were not enough. So using Red Mage as a primary healer is probably not the best idea. Kyora would basically be Kyoraga. Why? Because of the mastery item. Oh, we're talking about the mastery item. Blue Dragon! No! So he's like the chemist. He's like the chemist from FF5, is he? He'll heal more than normal. Actually, that's very useful considering his lack of spell charges. Up your siege. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, it is time. And nobody has any MP. Oh no, everybody has a lot of MP. I might as well give them elixirs. How many do I have? I have plenty of elixirs. When you have money, why not just show it off? Here you go, Leon or Magus. One for you, and you're missing 1 MP, right? Another one for you. Arrogant space, guys. Let's do this. This is the entire reason I wanted to attempt this challenge run, just to see how the final boss would be at level 1. Although I didn't realize that I'd be so low on HP and MP. You have braved the bowels of hell to reach me, but the hand of man. Hey, I had it. But the hand of man, which deals in false justice and forsaken love, can never hope to defeat the Lord Master of Hell. Mage Rage! Oh, I love this track too. But this is one of the tracks which I actually prefer the NES version. And I think it is solely because of how unexpected it is when you hear this track for the first time on the NES version. Like, you keep expecting boss music for bosses and never get it, and you think it's just the same old, just like FF1. Boss design is really bad against the Emperor. Can't really comment on what happens in Dissidia, but I'll take your word for it. This version sounds terrible. This version doesn't sound terrible, but the NES version is just I just like it that much more. As usual, first thing we're going to do is use Magus as a physical tank and blink up, because the Emperor has a pretty nasty physical attack. We want to make sure that we are able to survive that. Single target flare is fine, but the problem with the Emperor is not only does he have single target attacks, but he also has multi-target attacks which hurt a lot. I don't think we have enough HP to survive his starfall. Saint Spirit, where's Saint Spirit? I have 2 Saint Spirits, right? Yeah. So Furion and Guy are going to focus on white magic, and Maria is going to what am I talking about? Chrono and will we able to time back? Probably. Should probably have healed Magus, but we'll see how it goes. That Flare 16 on Magus was kind of a shitty move. Dispel. Why did he use Dispel? Dispel can actually be pretty bad. Alright, we need to cure up Magus. And meanwhile, Maria, get to work. We're going to use Osmo strats as usual. Let's see how much Cure 1 is after Saint Spirit. 194, yes please. Of course, that is not enough to compete with Starfall, not Starfall. Flare 16 single target. Please don't hit Magus. Yeah, Luca's fine. We just bring her back and cure her up. All well and good. So the starting phase of this battle is just going to be a race between how much damage he's going to do to us, how much strategic damage the Emperor is going. Ouch! How much strategic damage the Emperor is going to lay on us versus how fast we are in getting rid of his MP pool. Just like the previous bosses we fought, this guy has 540 MP. But Luca's gonna make. I thought she was gonna make short work of it, but looks like it's gonna take a good 10 turns. That is disappointing. Why? Why? Let's just keep everybody at full health. So the worst thing that can happen to us in this fight is... I think we'll be able to survive even if he spams his AoE. We'll find out though. What is the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is... he uses Flare. He uses Flare 16 on Magus. And then he follows that up with Starfall 10, which will do about 300 damage to everybody. I'll be surprised if Chrono and Glenn are able to survive that Starfall. I don't think Luca can survive. I don't think she can survive at all. And there is a poetic justice about using Ultima against the Emperor. And this time it's actually useful. So effectively the first 10 missed. The first 10 turns or 10 or 12 turns of this battle are going to decide our fate. Curse 16. Yeah, so the Emperor is kind of stupid. He decides to waste his turns in doing stupid stuff like welcome back, puzzle. He decides to waste his precious just one turn that he gets in doing stupid stuff like Curse 16, Blind 16. What can I should probably have spent a little bit of time on setup. Maybe I could have given Drain to Frog. Is there anything I can use? What about the Wizard Staff? Let's find out how much damage it does. But yeah, first 12 turns of this fight are gonna decide it. Once he's out of MP, it's just like pretty much any other fight. Okay, the damage that Ultima is doing. It almost feels like it does take white magic into account. Mind. Who's getting the next expansion of Final Fantasy 14? Is he not already? What a shame. What a shame. We're taking the fight to Garmold. Very little FF2 content already. Really? Okay, there we go. Start. Wow, when he decides to use Starfall, he does not have any MP. So that is, we pretty much won this fight now. Not much. Emperor and the Empire exists. Okay. I thought there were plenty of references in Final Fantasy 14. Or maybe it's just FF9. Couple references to this game, like the Wild Rose. Yep, he's out of MP. So we won this fight now. 15,000 HP, 15,000 HP to get through. I really wish I had Drain on Frog. God damn it, what was I thinking? So let's try and calculate how much 15,000 HP is going to take us. Oh god, it's going to take a long time, isn't it? Ultima is the one that's helping out the most. Ultima is doing almost 200 damage. And all the other spells are just chip damage. Seriously, Ultima, I was just singing praises about you. So at 100 damage a turn, or let's just be a little more generous, about 200 damage a turn, it's gonna take how much? 30 turns? 30 turns is not too bad. Not for a final boss in a level 1 challenge run. Of course, things would go a lot faster if Ultima's spell animation wasn't that long. But yeah, now it's just press A to win. I think I got lucky in this fight because he just decided not to use Starfall at all. $60 tons. Okay. I'll take 60 tons. Okay, I'm already bored. Let's just try some different strats. This time, I'm actually going to use the Blood Sword. Blood Sword at level 1. I don't remember which boss we used it against, but it's probably going to be even more effective this time. Well, we'll see. So, Frog with the Blood Sword, where is it? I think I should just really put Magus in the back row. So our strategy for this attempt is going to be video on nighttime routine while pressing A. I should just put a rubber band on the controller. So that's our ice shield, ribbon, black card, thieves gloves. So despite not having double shields, he should have 99% evasion. But he only has 90% evasion. That might be a problem. Might be a problem. Well, we'll see. So what is going to be our strategy here? We're going to be relying purely on the blood sword. Obviously the blood sword is not going to do shit unless we buff it up. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Do we care about this guy? What went wrong last attempt? I got bored. We pretty much won. Pretty much won the last attempt. I don't think Chrono needs to do anything. Luca is the one. It's a very real risk. I seriously don't know how Yagamoth attempted the solo White Mage and solo Geomancer and all of those solo challenge runs. Must have done a ton of grinding. Ran him out of MP. How much MP did he have? The same, 540? That is hilarious. What was I doing here? First thing I have to do is use... yeah, he's got the same 540, I see. God damn it, where is Sage's Wisdom? Yeah, first turn Sage's Wisdom. Actually, yeah, we want to stack Blink on Frog. Sage's Wisdom, you stack Blink on yourself. You don't do shit. Gonna play on my spell choice didn't interact well with extra restrictions. No stacking. Oh, no stacking. That is quite interesting. Now that Maria's intelligence is at the max, she can use the... Now, in order to use haste, we have two options here. We can either use Hermes Shoes, which is what? Haste 6 single target. But instead, we have an even better option now. Where is it? Masamune, which is haste 11 multi-target. Now, multi-target would normally not be preferable to single target, but the fact that this is haste 11 and the fact that intelligence plays a very big factor in accuracy means that even this haste 11 would be superior to single target haste 6. And let's just make sure that Guy will be able to survive. I mean, Frog will be able to survive. Scott's fire and 2 hits only, despite all of that haste. That's okay. Something's gone wrong. Fire into resistance. Once again, he is not really showing us all of his cards. I'm desperately hoping for him to use Starfall to see how I'll be able to handle that. Nope. I think we got this in the bag. He's just... Today is just not a good day for him. Physical attack, you idiot! You couldn't have done that before. I'm quite sure Frog would not have been able to survive a physical attack. Why is he missing? Let me try a Hermes Sandal instead. I mean, that Masamune, I don't know how well it worked. Flare. Okay, flare on Chrono. That's fine. We can revive him. Oh, look at that. 2 hits. What does Dispel do? So, Dispel and... how to put this? Dispel works very differently here. Dispel and its opposite spell Barrier play around with immunities and resistances. So let's say you've got death immunity. Dispel will dispel that, but not guaranteed. Not blink or haste. Nope, not blink or haste. How do you dispel blink or haste? Simply put, you cannot. So once you get enough blinks up, you can only kill him with magic or use haste. But with enough blinks, even no matter how much you haste, you cannot get past that blink evasion. That's how OP FF2 is. This can be dispelled and countered by landing slow. Oh yeah, that's right. And that is exactly what he did. God damn it! That is exactly what he did, and I don't have Hermes shoes anymore. One hit only. I need a total of 16 hits. That's the thing about the Blood Sword. Since it depends on how many hits you get, you don't really care about the enemy's HP. Which is why that is pretty much the only physical weapon that we can even consider in this challenge run. Horrible accuracy notwithstanding. Do I not have any more Siege's Wisdoms? Can't stack haste, cannot stack haste. I guess I'm out of Siege's Wisdom. Yeah, I only had that one. Well, rip. Just keep using the Masamune. Just to get... just for a chance to get a higher level haste. He is still not targeting Frog. I mean, how often have you seen such a cooperative Emperor fight? What is happening here? I can certifiably say it was not a good day at work for me. So it's not as if I've got luck. Same class as Aura. Same class as Aura. What is that? Barrier. Asuna. What is that? Basuna. Once again, flare on Chrono. It's like Frog doesn't even exist. So second flare, then blink shell protect Blizzard. Yeah. Slow on Luca. Why don't you preserve? Because additional damage doesn't really matter. There we go. Final boss fight was also a pretty boring fight. I have to say, the entire challenge run much easier than I expected, but but that is true for most of my challenge runs. But yeah, I did learn that Blink is absolutely OP, even more OP than I thought it was. Ah! Expecting multiple party crushing starfalls. What the hell? I know, right? I tried him twice. He didn't cooperate. He didn't even use Flare 16 on the one with the blood sword. So the FF2CC can't complain. The notes. He better. Because I'll be attempting his other half without any restrictions. Thank you. With all my heart, I thank you. After all, I didn't do shit. With the combined strength of Cashuan and Finn, we will build the kingdom anew. Together, princess, we will create a kingdom even faster than the old. Fairer, not faster. Dirty thoughts, Gordon. Though once a coward, I now stand here a new man. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. Deepest gratitude? I'm sure Scott is smiling down on me from above. Well, I'll ask him next stream. Look at you. Do you realize what you've done? What am I supposed to steal from? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Empire gone? Put me out of a job. I guess I'll just have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. I guess Paul just went to FF3 from here. Introduction of the thief job. Actually, no, FF1 had the thief job. Although, can you really call a thief that can't steal a thief? Someone with good agility just got stuck with the label of a thief. Unfairly, poor thing. Sure him, Chrono. Everyone's more a rogue, yeah. Yeah, every bit the bloke I begged you for. You know his name? Shifu. Master Shifu. What does Shifu mean? If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating, what? That not sit well with you, Luca? Shifu literally means thief. Huh. I guess Japanese thieves must be really noble or something. I just recently heard about this story where a thief decided to return a student's laptop because he found all of his homework on it, and he just he didn't want to put him through that much trouble. Is this transcribed? Oh, it's literally okay, it's literally Thifu, Shifu, Thifu. Looks like your next battle's already begun, Chrono. Actually, when I never told, I have not played Chrono Cross. I don't know if it's a direct sequel to Chrono Trigger, but who does Chrono hook up with? You did it! I'm sure my dad's happy for you too, up there above the clouds. What? Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Nelly, but he's down below. Underground, with Scott and Minwoo. I'm going to be working here, serving the princess. I just want to do whatever I can to help out. It is a direct sequel. And Marl, nice. He married into royalty. GG. Chrono's hallucinating. We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all. How the hell do we put this in Shakespearean language? The war finally concluded, as doth this game. This man starts an orphanage. Where do we get this story from? From the New Game Plus, is it? I was pretty sure that's what sort of others you said. Oh, okay. So we get that story in other games. Interesting. We can live in peace again, together. Right, Magus? No, I'm going to practice the dark arts. For us, there can be no going back. But why? Don't go. Chrono, stop him. The ceaseless struggle doth conclude. Fair enough. Magus is right. This is only the beginning. I has learned to speak. Alright, I'm just gonna see this through till the end and save the gameplay data so that I can start with Soul of Rebirth's second playthrough next time round. Anyway, you guys have a good day. It's well past my bedtime and I don't know how I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.